Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the briefing for Tuesday, the 9th of January. Okay, the synoptic situation today, quite a nice picture. We've got this high pressure that has built up just north of Scotland here. Um, really settling down the weather. The isobars are tightening up a little bit today. So we've got quite a strong breeze from the east and a very cold one. You see it's bringing air from quite a long way into Eastern Europe. They've painted on this trough line just over the continent here, which, as we'll come back to in a moment, is developing some showers at the moment, but they're all very clear of us, aren't going to cause us any issues. Looking further ahead to tomorrow, very similar picture. Isobars bending around a little bit, bringing a slightly more northerly component to the flow, and similar picture as the week goes on. So quite good at the moment. Winds today at flying height quite strong, about 30 knots, and this is showing 070. And the sat pic, you can see some cloud around the country, but generally to the east, upwind, clear. And as we go through the next few hours, I think it's going to become pretty much a blue sky. Rain radar showing a little bit down in the channel at the moment. That's that trough line, but that's going to be pushed away, and we're not going to have any for the rest of the day. So public forecast in is showing sunny from 11 o'clock, showing it to be very cold, top temperature for about 1 or 2 degrees. A very steady breeze from the northeast or east-northeast with gusts up to 25, 26 knots in the afternoon. So that's quite significant. We'll be coming back to that. Good visibility, relatively low humidity. The main thing is it's going to be a strong wind and it's going to be very, very cold out there as well. GFS is showing 2 degrees at best, with dew points down at about -4, which is quite nice. It means misting shouldn't actually be too much of a problem. That's the current view outside. You see, excuse me, see the wind pretty much down the runway, slightly off to the north, and some high level cloud at the moment, but that's not going to cause us any problems. Currently just above freezing, with dew points at -3.6. Forecast from Farnborough, really not a lot. They're showing scattered at 3,000 feet. They've put a tempo in here for all day, 15 knots from the east-northeast with gusts up to 25. And Odium, very similar. They've put here some lower cloud broken at 2,500 and then 2,200. I'm inclined to believe Farnborough on that one, but they've also put here wind 15 knots, gusting up to 25. Top Meteo is showing actually a very clear day with potentially some thermals about 2,000 feet. They will be very weak and they'll probably be very broken up from the wind, but the potential for some thermals. No NOTAMs to worry about today. Okay, operationally, we will be set up on 09. Launch point's going to be offset to the south side of the runway, and the winch cables will be running down the northern side of the runway. We will still need correction to the north or to the left on the winch launch, and aerotowing will be from the southern side of the runway. All landings onto the grass as normal, and the grass is actually in quite a good state now. Okay, glider availability. We've only got the one K21, that's 778. We have two K13s, we have C and H. I've put those in red as the K13s no doubt will be instructors only today, as it will be quite breezy for them. And if we could prioritize the use of H, as that has more hours than C, that would be great. But if they're both coming out, then they both get used, that's fine. A couple of notices. You've got G Sword 737 arriving at 9:21. So if that hasn't come in, just tow along the perimeter track or near the perimeter track and stop at the threshold of 16 until I take the launch point out. If the launch point's out there, then just tow all the way out. Misting canopies, as I say, shouldn't be too much of an issue today. If it is, please no hooking on before the canopies are closed. What we'll do is we'll let the winch driver know the glider type before you're going. And then as soon as you hook on, go and hold the wings level, the cable should be moving pretty much immediately. And please don't be wiping the inside of the canopy while the slack is being taken up. Just have your hands on the controls. I've put this in here from a few observations over the last few weeks. If you're not happy with the misting, just release the cable and we can have another go or put the gliders away. Very strong wind today, and a part of that will be a crosswind. Similar wind to what we've had over the last few days, and I've flown in the K13s both the last few days. and the wind gradient below 100 feet has been very, very strong. So carry lots of excess speed with lots of air brake. Other little thing is we're now turning on the winch hook. That's a directive from the new CFI and also a preference from the workshop. So if we could all make an effort to do that, that would be great. Okay, looks like a really good day. See you out there. Bye for now.